Yes.
Okay, so I just want to go over this with you, but I changed this file, but it didn't work for some reason. Okay, this is the program. It's the name of the program is exercise 4. Okay, that's the name of the class. So again, for people who want to get a review on Java, so public class exercise 4 is the name of the program, and the name of the file has to be capitalized. So the first letter has to be capital E. This is the main method. Okay, this line of the code I can just write here slash. So int num square brackets equals new int 15. It declares. So if I want you to comment on a test, this is what you need to write. Declares an array of numbers, or an array of integer numbers, because it's integer numbers, which will hold 15 numbers. I don't know if it makes sense, but that's what it's going to do. So this line, int num square brackets new int 15, declares an array of integer numbers that will hold 15 numbers in it. Okay, so it's going to start from 0 to 14. So if you look at this trace table at the top, I have the index numbers from 0 to 14, because the first number is going to be at the position 0. Then the last one is going to be at the index number 14, okay? From 0 to 14. So here, this is the for loop. For int I equals 0, I less than 15, I plus plus. And it means that this is going to happen 14 times from 0 to 14. Sorry, it's going to happen 15 times from 0 to 14. And then what's going to happen? It's going to get this I, which is 0 at the beginning. It's going to add 1 to it. It's going to become 1. 1 is going to be inside the first box. So 1 is going to be at index 0. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. So number 1 here is going to be at index 0, because 1 is going to be added to I, and that is going to be stored in the first index of the array. And then the next line says, if I divided by 5, if the remainder of I divided by 5 is equal to 0. I can write this down also here so you can see the if the remainder of the division of I by 5 is equal to 0. So that's what it says. So I was 0 at the beginning. 0 divided by 5 is going to be nothing. No number goes into 0 like that. So it's going to be, so 0 divided by 5, the remainder is going to be, 0, yes? Yeah. No, actually, we are not going to divide 0 by 5. We are going to divide 1, because we already added 1 to the I. So that is, at first, actually, we didn't. At first, it was 0 divided by 1. So I had to put, okay, here I have to change it. So here it is 0% %5 equals, this one is going to give me, the answer is going to be yes. Let me see if I'm making, is this right? I don't know. Are you guys with me? Sorry, I'm just going over. Yeah, okay. So, okay. If I is 0 at the beginning, then we add 1. Okay, yeah, this is not going to happen. I'm sorry. This is not going to happen because there's nothing here. Okay, because as soon as I is equal to 0, we are going to add 1 to I. So I is going to become 1. So I is 1 here. Then 1 is going to be added to 1. The num is going to be 2. And when we check this division, if I divided, but we're going to use 1 instead of 0. So the second line is 1 divided by 5. Is the remainder 0? It's not 0, it's 1. Because 1 divided by 5 is 0. 0 times 5 is 0. 1 minus 0 is going to be 1, is not 0. Because the answer is no, okay, if it's equal to 0, we are going to add a line, okay? So the first thing, yeah, we are going to add a blank line. I already put it here, okay? So we're going to add a line. And we are going to add 1 to I. I is going to become 2. And this num is going to become 1. Sorry, 2. So 2 divided by 5, the remainder is not 0. Then we are going to display 1. We're going to print 1 on the screen here. It says system.out.print 1, whatever is in the first value. So number 1 is going to be displayed. But because it is print, it's going to print it on the same line. See, it is print. It's not print ln. So it's going to print 1. Then it's going to go through the loop, is going to print 2. It's going to print 3 beside it, 4, 5. Then it's going to go to the new line. And when is it going to go to the new line? When 5 divided by 5, the remainder is 0. When the answer is yes, it's going to add a line to it, and it's going to go to the next line. So what I want you to do is you can copy this see for yourself that the output is going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, first of all, it's going to give you a blank line. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it's going to go to the next line. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is going to go to the next line. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So now I'm going to give you about 5-10 minutes to just review this. You're not going to handle anything. Just review it and understand it for yourself. Then I'm going to give you a work to do after this. Is that cool? Is that good? So let me just write the instruction also here. Please copy the code from the Word file into the Java. Yes?
You see for line 8, where it says 1 plus 1 equals 9, isn't it supposed to be 8 plus 1 equals 9?
Okay, let me see and run it. Let me just finish my sentence. We'll run it to see the output. Sorry, say it again one more time. What
So I said, you see, you see where it says number 8, index number 8, where it says 1 plus 1 equals 9.
Oh,
Isn't it
that's
supposed to be 8 plus 1?
Yes, it is. Sorry. Thank you. That's 8 plus 1. Yeah. So the reason I made this today because I think you need to know what computer goes through every time. So when you look at the code, you don't see that what computer goes through. But when you make a trace table like this, so you know exactly what happens. So okay, let me just move this so you can, okay, it shows everything properly. So this is a num, okay, I made these headings. Index numbers is from 0 to 14. So I stopped at 14 because um, always arrays always start from 0, and because there are 15 numbers, I have to stop at 14. So these are my index numbers. The num square brackets are the value that is going to be assigned to it. Yeah, the program will assign these numbers, because the way when we look at the for loop, I is 0, then I becomes 1, and 1 becomes the first value of the array. So 1, so 0 plus 1 is 1, so 1 is the first element of the array. The next element is going to be 2, then it's going to be 3, 4, up to 15. So the reason I put this in the trace table is for you to understand what the program does. So I give you 6 minutes to go over this and understand it, and run it on Dr. Java. If you don't have Dr. Java, run it on replit, replit.it, and see the results. So maybe 10 minutes. Is that good? Okay, so you have 10 minutes.
Yes, can you repeat the instructions?
Okay, I want you to go to this Word file, which is on D12. Do you see the Word file on the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I want you to copy this code, public class exercise 4, okay, into Dr. Java, compile, save, compile, and run. And see, the output is supposed to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to 15. It's going to show you 3 lines. But the first line is going to be blank line. The second line after 5 is going to go to a new line, because 5 divided by 5 gives you the remainder of 0, because the answer is yes. So see, it prints 5 numbers, then it goes to the next line. It prints another 5 numbers, then it goes to the next line, then it prints the other 5 numbers. I want you to see this for yourself on Java. So please try it. Okay, I give you 5-10 minutes. I hope, yeah, you need to go to D12 and open the Word file, copy the file into Dr. Java, and run it. I don't want you to submit this one, just to run it for yourself.
Yes, it looks just the same as the example that is given to us.
Is exactly, yeah. Did you get the same result?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wanted you to see. So do you understand the trace table right now? The one I have on the board?
Yes, miss.
Okay, good. So you understood. So I want others also to look and see, okay? I want everybody to understand. And if you want to chat, I mean, you can put your questions on the chat. Don't be shy. If you don't understand which line, just ask us. Somebody will answer you. It doesn't have to be me to answer. Anybody can answer you. So please don't be shy about this, because this is something new, and it's okay to not understand it at the beginning. Okay, so you have 5-10 minutes to this. And also today, guys, I have to leave the meeting a little early today. I have a meeting to go to, and I'm going to give you an assignment to submit today, which is already on D12. You can start working on it if you want.
But miss, it's due today?
Yes, I want you to submit it by 2:30. It is an array questions. It's you can go try it. You can also run it on Dr. Java, but I want you to try it without
Miss,
Java. Yes.
is it the assignment you posted today?
Yes, right now. Do you see? Yeah, it's on
Let me
D12.
check.
Yeah, it's on D12 because I have to leave early, but you can stay and finish and submit it. It's called Array Example 1 Questions. It's 5 marks for thinking. You just have to modify the program and see what happens. Either you can use the Java, but it's better not to use it, and you answer the questions of
Miss,
your heart. Yeah.
Miss, before you leave the call, can you just explain the assignment before you go?
I'm not going yet. I'm going to leave around 2. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes. So why don't we finish this part first? Okay. So just understand the stress table, and if you have any questions, please submit your questions. I'm watching the chat to see if you have any question. Okay. So what time is it now? Let's just be specific. So it's 1:25. By 1:35. Okay. And meanwhile, you can also read other stuff if you finished. So I give you 10 minutes.
Miss,
Yes?
the work that's due at 2:30, is it the array example one question or is it the array
No.
program?
No, it is this one. Let me tell you. It is trace table exercise 4. I want this to be done by, I mean, you just have to try this. Trace table for now.
Miss,
Yes?
I just want to make sure I know what I'm doing. Okay, so the array example 1 is due today, and then there's another array assignment that you didn't put a due date on.
No,
So those are the only things that we're doing.
yeah, the other array program is a big program which is going to take time. So you need time in class and also at home. So that is due Tuesday. But the trace table that I just showed you, I want you to see it right now. Okay, and try it on Java to understand this array.
And we have to hand that in?
No, I said this one no, but the other one you need to hand in. Sorry,
array example 1.
am I not very clear? Yeah, I just want you to hand in array example 1.
Okay, I got it.
By 2:30, not now.
Okay, I got it. Thanks.
Okay, you're welcome.